All right, take a picture, please. Not of me, the screen over there. You see, what we have to figure out is a couple things, okay? For me, I'm kind of a reality person. I want to see it, believe it, go get it. If I don't see it and believe it, go get it, I think it's a BS. That's just me. As a kid, I thought the grown-ups were kind of stupid. They kept telling me, blah, 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 don't put your eggs in one basket. I heard that. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. When they would say this, it's like, okay, show me how. Tell me what you're talking about. All I got back from grown-ups was beep, 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 about it. Most people kind of fake it. I guess the old saying back in whatever day was fake it till you make it. I don't like faking anything. Me, I want to tell you the reality of truth. It's like the auto income process, financial freedom. I did something called boring and steady for years because that's what made sense to me. When I see it, I believe it, I go get it. And that was a concept I wrote when I was 12 and a half years old. I was a weird kid because I'd study books after books after books. The library was my best friend. The reality is when you're used and abused as a kid, you didn't have a trash can, you kind of hide away, and that's what I did. I'd hide at the library, reading, and put myself into that, dreaming about what I wanted to really do in life, kind of like you do. But again, it's like anything else. We have the ability to see what we want today, to see it. I would tell you to make a list of everything you ever want. I have 941 goals I'm working on right now simultaneously because it's fun. And I like keeping busy, just kind of chasing the dream, chasing the goal. To see it is a list. It means, number one, let's write a list of everything we want. But here's the thing, when I see it, it's not always just for me. I try to see it to figure out how do I take care of my wife and my kids. Priority is God, me. Yes, God, me, yes, but take care of them. So if I see what I want, is it going to be something that I want for need and greed, or is it going to benefit me? So I kind of analyze everything I do anyway. To believe it, after I make my goal list, is simple. I would basically, to me, I pray probably 10 times a day. I'm a sinner. I make mistakes all the time. Living towards that book they handed me when I was 4, walking on the street, that Bible, it's impossible. It's the most impossible book to live by the rules and tools, in my opinion. And I'm a licensed pastor in California, by the way, but it's okay. But I will pray, all through the day. Then I want to go get it. You see, I have the ability to go get it. I have no excuses. I believe most of you have excuses. I believe the problem is you let life kind of control you and you kind of settle back and don't get off your assets and go get it. Because we all want all the assets, right? So to see it, believe it, go get it is, to me, goal list, pray, go get it. That's what made sense. Now today, as you know or don't know, I'm known as the Godfather of Credit. Built about 60 billion for myself into the corporations and clients over the years. What I do, I've been doing for 49 years. Online, online or in person up to 6 days a week. I just want to help people. See, when I got my first million, I was 14 and a half through the corporate structure. First billion at 21. All right, 2.6 billion at 26. 26, I freaked myself out. I thought I was going to get fat, ugly, and die. You see, I heard or felt if you achieve all your goals, it's over. It's over. That's it. You got it all. What else do you do? So my fear at 26 was to get fat, ugly, and die. I don't want to do that, so I want to have more people. That was when I got 2.6 billion to corporate structure. 2009 was 3.7 billion to structure. But again, I don't have anything in my name because I'm not dumb enough to do that. I learned as a little kid one thing. When I would see it, believe it, go get it, I'd actually do it, and then all of a sudden people steal my goodies. I remember, selling seeds, clackers, and mowing yards all weekend. I came home, all right, to the lousy house I had to live at that time with those people, and I'm counting my $52. That the devil's wife with the red eyes grabbed my money, say you're paying rent. You see, for me, I didn't get a childhood. I just got used and abused, and it was a bunch of crap. And the difference is the nightmares. I had to learn how to meditate and put it away. But I used it to give me the energy to fight through the pain. And you see, the difference is you have to fight through the pain. It's not easy. I always knew one thing is going back to the library was my best friend. Why? It's simple. I bonds, savings bonds, double E bonds. See, if we dissect pieces and we understand how to see it, believe it, go get it, it's like the I bond. The savings bonds, I protected the money. The double E bond that doubles every 10 years, because that's what I did for my 6 kids. I put 50,000 in a double E bond. See, it will double in 10 years so they can get college, but they all got scholarships. They're kind of smart, but that's okay too. I was planning for the problem. But again, goodies make sense to me. It's like, this is live. You got questions, we'll open the mic and ask questions. If you got the guts to answer the questions. Most of you, I have to challenge you to do it because you're afraid to ask a question. No one can see you. It's like peekaboo. It's only a voice. Change your voice. Simple. In the beginning, I always say don't waste time taking pictures or recording because you're going to film everything and you only need pieces. For me, it's see, believe it, will get it. That's what I've always said since I was 12 and a half years old. See, I understand something about me, the way I think. My fingertips, my arms, my hands, my ears, my eyes, my body. If I write something down, I record it. If I don't write it down, what do I have to do? Memorize it again? For me, having total recall on most things was kind of frightening. I tried to explain myself and they thought I was retarded. I said I have visions and they told me I was retarded again. I had to learn to kind of hide how I was, or like in class, because I read the book and memorized every page, every word, and the teacher would always challenge you. What did you do, cheat? See, the world's full of a lot of mean people. Nowadays in social media and everything on the news, we can see it even more. So it's like this. What did I do? I could kick the door jam when I was 10, the basketball hoop when I was 14. Okay, from here, there's 13 feet I kicked out the lights. See, I have this big dent in my head right here, not just because it actually hurt my skull. How's that? That's just this big bump. But that's 13 feet. I don't know I can do something new and someone else can't do. I'm just doing what I can do. That was just me doing what I could do. The reality is they call that the greatest dragon kick ever. That was an Ed Parker comment one time. But he wouldn't let me want to kick above the waist. He got mad when I did it at his house. He got pissed off. But again, what do? I would see the yacht as a kid. Redondo Beach Pier, eating out of a trash can. Got caught stealing off the pier. He grabs my hands. I thought he was going to throw me off the pier. And all he could say is, boy, all right, take out the trash or I'll call the police. So I'm a listener. I'm going to hear what you say and kind of digest it first before I react. But it's like the Lamborghinis. Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. Pay tax or buy a spaceship. Pay tax or get a nonprofit. Again, the helicopter, the Ferraris, and all the goodies. But it's like the houses. I didn't have a real house when I was a kid, so I protect the family. It's like I had to move 24 times by the time I'm 11 and a half years old. It's a lot of crap. A lot of crappy people. Watts, Torrance, Long Beach, and all this stuff. And I'm born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. When Carl said he picked up the wrong kid and threw me in the trash can, the reality is that's what he did. He was a piece of you-know-what. But again, I got to be Mrs. Hope She'd have from hell. So when I say a house, it's like protecting the house. I got off the phone with John about 20 minutes ago. John's a great guy. John makes a lot of money. But he's in a business that's high risk, roofing. All right, he named the corporation after himself. And I said, John, that's kind of stupid. They sue the corp, they sue you. Then I researched and we just found out he used his house as an address. Not only did you name the corp after you, you named and used your property, your home where you live. It's called stupid again and again. John's not stupid. What he does is stupid. I think we all do stupid sometimes. But the problem is you have to protect your assets. You got to plan the problem. When you don't plan the problem, you get your assets kicked. This is life. We got to get past go. But again, I like goodies. For me, it was always a game, winning the game of business. It's like the banks, what they do. Bank of America, Chase, U.S. Bank, they're bankrupting 16,000 locations right now. So all of a sudden we have the banks, let's say B of A. Bank of America, and what I write, you should write too. Their parent company manages locations. These are called branches. They're branches. Every one of these are a branch. They are a corporation owning a corporation that gives them their line of defense. See, they bankrupt 100 or lease. That means they bankrupt the debt. Then they take the assets and they write off on their taxes. We, the people, can do the same thing. The problem is you didn't pay attention. Sorry, I don't think you did. But I created what's called winning the game of business in 1976. It's like anything else. We have the United States of America, all right, the land of the free. But are we really free? We're measured by SSN, SS4, and a credit score and more. But again, what do? Simple. The United States of America gets 50 corporations, 50 states, every city. They create a Chapter 9 bankruptcy. Federal creates this for the state. Federal law, public record, Chapter 9 bankruptcy for the state to bankrupt their debt, stay in the business in front of you. And that's what they did in 11 cities so far. So if we can listen and learn, we could plan the problem and know how to see it, believe it, go get it. But the reality is you're letting life kick your assets. You're 35 to 75 years old, and I believe you're disappointed. I believe you had some friends and family kind of rip you off as well. It kind of sucks. But if you listen and learn, you can learn to play the game and win. But it's up to you again and again. We got choices. Choices are simple. There's B of A, there's banks and everything else. What do? Maybe you have an LLC. That's a limited liability company. The IRS recognizes it as a corporation, by the way, if you don't know this. Maybe you have an LLP, limited liability partnership. Maybe you have the S Corp, single filing, C Corp, nonprofit. Okay, maybe you have a PC, professional corp. All I care is you have one, because the Supreme Court said it's a legal person. I'm not here to be shaping an attorney. Okay, I retired from all that years ago. I only did that for me anyway, because I want to keep my millions and billions through the corporate structure. But nothing's in my name because I'm not stupid. Only stupid people put things in their names, and the IRS takes it all away. But that's not, stupid. They're just being stupid. Or the silly people who say, "It's mine, I'm rich, I'm rich." What a silly people. What can I say? I just got to tell you like it is, and it's going to be up to you. And I will challenge anybody on an open forum, an open stage anywhere. It's fun. I like having fun, don't you? If today you were listening and you turn these up, these are the years, you would be writing what I'm writing right now. Problem of half of you, you're sitting there picking your nose, and you might as well be going, beep, 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 oh, it's all folks, and go away. Sorry, it's just the truth. If you don't write what I write, how are you going to memorize it? You can't just watch me and memorize it that way, because it doesn't work that way. Okay? But again, what do? We have a choice. Our choice is to see it, to believe it, and go get it, if we choose to. If we choose to. If we don't, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Problem you got is you never learned the rules and tools for your foundation. 87% of businesses fail in the first year and a half because they don't have the money and the structure how to do it anyway. The ones that are the 1%ers that are rich, they brag they're rich, which is stupid. Now, this is a management company. Management. What's Bank of America's parent company? Management company. What's the United States of America? Corporations managing states and cities. So if you would learn to listen and everything else, you would have had you would have had your SS5 form. Write down SS5 equals SSN. See, your problem is you didn't listen, you didn't learn, you just follow like ducks and sheep. They told you to get an SSN. Bah, quack, 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 where do I go? I'm an idiot, I'm stupid. Well, that's what you acted like. Sorry, it's true. You filled out an SS5 form. We are bonded up to $35 million apiece. The IRS controls all of this. Don't you understand that? But then you have to listen and learn and pay attention. Mommy, she did it because you were born in 71. That's how it works. When Nixon took the gold standard out. If we, the people, would think about having 3 divisions or 3 of us. On that SS5 form, it says name at birth, other than above, names you want to use. It gives you 3 choices, even on that form. What pisses me off is you being lazy, not get off your assets and learn anything. You think it was going to hand it to you. I don't get it. To me, that's kind of like, why are people being so stupid? That's just my opinion. But again, I get in trouble sometimes. I say it like it is. You might not like that. Not everybody likes me. Heck, nobody here likes you. That's how it works. The SS4 form was created by the IRS as a universal form for corporations, employees, and people. On the bottom of your Social Security card, on the back of it, it says, do not laminate. Don't carry with you. And it says, don't use for ID purposes. It is a federal violation to use an SSN on credit applications, period. But you get away with it because nobody cares. At the end of the day, it's a violation. It's a violation. But again, are you listening? If you would have created a line of defense for you, you would have gave yourself 3 chances to try. I've said this for 40 years. As long as I'm trying, I'm not dying. And if I'm not trying, I might as well be dead. You see, I got to challenge myself all the time. It's called self-motivation because I want it bad enough. When I created Winning the Game of Business in 1976, I was 16 friggin' years old, driving a Lamborghini at Orange Coast College, having $1 million in the bank. See, I don't have any BS to give you besides the truth. But can I get you to get off your assets and learn how to play the game to win? But it's going to be up to you. You're in charge of your life. You always have been. God gave you a choice. Look in the mirror today and say, you're fired. Fire yourself. Why? Because you did a half-assed job. Sorry, you did. You have not completed the blueprint. You have not connected the dots. And the only one you can blame is yourself, if you'll take responsibility. I wanted to create books for dummies because when I do something new, I feel stupid. I don't like feeling stupid. It bothers the crap out of me because I want to be the smartest guy in the room. And I usually am, with an IQ of 203 with total recall. But again, I couldn't find the books for dummies because that was already taken. So I created the Millionaires Founders Kit. I called it also the Blueprint for Success. When I lived on Delane Street in Torrance, Joanne, who was a NASA certified engineer for Apollo 9, 11, and 13, she was basically around once in a while, not very often, but she said everything was built based on a blueprint. I expected that. It is not true. For her, it might have been at NASA. But again, the Blueprint for Success. I got to remind Tony Robbins to quit using it because I own it. I don't want to sue him again. But again, I love Tony. I think he's great. All that blah, blah, blah to motivate you. After that blah, blah, blah is done, where's my rules and tools? Where's my rules and tools? If I don't have foundation, how am I going to go get and keep it? But again, he's got to quit using my goodies because it belongs to me. Just like basically cash flow, free up your time. I own the rights of that too. It was in page 6, paragraph 3, when I was 14 and a half years old. People steal your goodies all the time, so be prepared. There's my old crap day. 2009, can you imagine? I'm worth $3.7 billion in corporate structure. We check out my middle yacht with 72 people to watch the fireworks. Next day, I'm laying there like a dead fish. I can't move. Hospital. I'm a duck and a sheep. I'm just dead. I died at 5:41 on July 5th. It's an old blankety blank day. What am I going to do? You see, your problem is your excuses. I use my present and my past as energy to fight to get through the pain. My beautiful wife calls Ron at the office. He's in a coma. He's going to die. She's asking for help. Instead, he drives a U-Haul truck to my building and one technology drive over on Spectrum. 22,000 square feet, just that building alone. What does he do? Starts to steal books and CDs. I guess he's going to plan to sell them when I'm dead. From there, Tom, my IT manager. I got 50 million people in my database. I did things with David Horowitz, Jug Aquilvane, all right, Carlton Sheets, and all those people. I helped train these people, and Dave D'Agato, and Russ Dalby. But it started a long time ago, George Putnam and I doing a radio show on KIU Radio. See, I've been around a long time. I have 50 million people in my database. Tom sells it to the highest bidder. Never called the phone number. It's a porn site to this day. See, when you expect people to help you, they usually want to do is kick you down. Unfortunately, that just seems to be the cruel and the tools. But what do? Or choice. The blueprint of success is a way that you can control and get past go if you choose to. But again, it's your choice. All I know, we are measured by what? An SSN, which is an SS5 form, an SS4, and our credit score. For me, I always write something down like I would write when I was 12 and a half. See, I got to treat you like you're 2 years old because that's what I do. Anyway, I'm going to tell you what to do. I might even put you in a timeout and tell you what needs to be done, but you might not like it, but too bad. See it, the house. The house. I never got a home. When I had my mansion sold and stole while I was in a coma, and my other mansions too, it kind of sucks. But again, house, what did I do? All right, I got my 3 divisions of me, 3. All right, I went online and I said, honey, what house would you like? We just got approved by Pathlight. Write down pathlight.com. They have $150 million in the bank and they have properties everywhere. Here's their inventory. We got approved because one of my divisions of me has a score of 840. You can get $840,000 house. Pick one. We'll lease it to you and then turn it to a mortgage in 12 months. My wife looked at their list and says, I don't like them. My wife's, I'll say she's spoiled because she's my queen. That's okay. See, a long time ago when I met this beautiful woman, you might not like what I have to say, but I took possession. That's mine. That's mine. She knows she's mine. She belongs to me. I belong to her. See, as long as I chase my wife and she lets me kind of catch her once in a while, she knows I won't chase anything else. See, that's how life works. It's kind of like bite your tongue, love longer. One of my books, guys should learn to shut up because you can't take it back. A woman is a tape recorder. But again, you got to learn how to play the game to win. House. Pathlight.com approved us. Honey, let's look at Gardena, where I was born in a taxi. Let's look at Torrance, Long Beach. All right, Seal Beach. My wife looks around. She goes, honey, I like this one over here. It's in Anaheim Hills. Of course you do, baby. Of course you do. It's 4 bedrooms and a bonus room, 3-car garage, pool and spa. Of course you do, sweetheart. We know you do. Well, she knows that I'm used to getting the best anyway because I work my tail off for it. So all of a sudden we get the house and we turn it into what? I buy the house, lease it, turn it to a mortgage, she turns it to a home. Then she leaves me alone to go kill it some more. You see, it's like today, when you buy a house, here's your problem. Husband and wife, I want to be on the loan too. Stop it. I've never watched women who do so many stupid things sometimes. And men do it too, so don't take offense, ladies. Now, I can talk about women because I got 5 daughters and a wife. I've raised 6 of them so far. All right, got it so far? And I got a beautiful boy. But here's the thing. Everybody wants to be on the loan. No. See, God made us one. Your credit is separate. A house never shows up on your credit file anyway, unless you screw it up. But again, you have to learn to play the game. So I'm going to say married person sold separate property. Him or her on that loan, all right, there's only one of you. Because if one of you screw up, you got the other one to back you up. You got to plan the problem because it's always going to happen to us. We're living in hell and we die, we're in a better place. That's what it seems to be. House. But here's your problem. No one taught you how to play the game. It's called escrow close, homestead trust. Escrow close, homestead, then the irrevocable trust. They should have did that for you in the escrow company before they hand you the keys. Because you don't know any better, don't even understand a trust or homestead. It's like, by the way, the house should actually be bought through the trust. It should never be yours in the first place. You just offset your taxes. But again, this is what you get to do. The car. On social media, oh, you can buy a car because you can only ride it for miles. Stop the idiots. I hate stupid. You can only write off so much. We don't care about the write-off right now. What you should always care about is the registered owner of the car. You get in a bumpity bump today at Sam's Club. What do? Driver's license, insurance, registration, please. And you're dumb enough to put your home address on that. That's called stupid. And then you explain, I work during the day, so you can come meet me. What? Don't you talk to people. Shut the blank up. You don't tell them where you work. You don't tell them how you work. You don't tell them your hours. They know when to come rob your house. This is called stupid, and you're highly intelligent. Your driver's license, P.O. Box. Insurance, P.O. Box. Registration, P.O. Box. Now, write it down. I'm going to tell you what to do and treat you like you're 2 friggin' years old. Because you've been screwed up long enough. Put you in a damn timeout if I have to. This is crap. It's ridiculous. That car should be registered to a division of a corporation, because the only thing you're planning to ever lose, if you lose, is a division. And I invented division process in 85, 86. The only thing you should ever willing to sacrifice instead of your family like you've been doing your whole life. You've been sacrificing you and your family since day one. It's ridiculous. It's like, what the blank's wrong with you? Do you know how to work? The car is a registered owner, okay? When we trade the car into the corporation, we'll get basically a division. They'll get a car to the corporate umbrella. You'll have the damn keys, but it's not your car. Then they can write it all off. This is stupid. I hate stupid. It bothers me to, I just want to scream my head off these ding-dongs I see on social media. Money. How are you going to get money? You've been stealing from your family. Isn't it time to man up and woman up and knock it off? 87% fail because of their lack of knowledge, of their stupidity. You're getting older, slower. You're not as pretty as you used to be. But your problem is your credit. It's like this. Every credit card needs a sticky. You got to dummy proof this. You see, we're a bunch of dummies. When I helped set up the credit system behind the scenes, I'm the one that said to Ken Yarbrough, TRW Sperry, blah, 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 you owe this card and 25 to 20% rule. When you jack up that card past 29%, you drop your score, you get stuck, you can't get any more. If you don't man up and woman up, no rules and tools, you keep playing the up and down show your whole life. Why don't you knock it off? You jack up the wrong darn card. These do not fluctuate, ever. Up to $1 million paid overtime limit. I got him to do that 18 years ago. You jacked up these? You're not stupid. Why did you do stupid? All I ever hear is, I didn't know any better. Stop it. Who taught me? God and me. I want it out of hell. Maybe you don't want it bad enough. Money? Simple. We're going to take up to 62 million of my credit accounts on my dashboard as an affiliate, and we're going to help you. I don't believe in trade lines. To me, that's a fraud. I use live credit, open credit. Maybe we'll take this stack. We'll take another stack. Well, whatever pocket I can pull it out of. It's ridiculous. I've been doing this since I was 9.5 years old. It's ridiculous. I've never watched so much stupidity in my life. You're never going to have all the money you need. You're going to be broke the rest of your life. You're going to break even and, I want to do this and that. Your income is your lifestyle. And most of you break even what you're bringing in anyway. And you're like, what am I going to do? Pay attention and knock it off the crap. Auto income. Simple. I wrote the first book on payphones, laundromats, dry cleaning, car wash, okay? All right, real estate and all the pieces, 2.2 billion of real estate back in 90s, okay? Most of those people out there going blah, 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 they're my damn clients. But I didn't teach them to rip you off or say, I'm gonna take 60 million and divide it by 14,000 people and give you $4,500. Or brag, I got bank accounts, look at this, ooh. It's not his money. It's the investor's money. Damn, I hate that. When you help other people, the money you bring in is to make a profit for them first. Then you get a pay. They win first because they're the investors and you win last. But they're not living like billionaires, but he is. What a joke. I'd love to put him on stage and rip him apart. Because I hate stupid. You need to score 750. What are you going to do? I helped set up the system. Looking facing 47 years ago. Rapid refresh and rapid score is my creation, period. I've been around 49 years helping people. I created all kinds of goodies like the assignment of mortgage too. To become the bank. If you're going to see it, you break it down the way I break it down. If you're going to believe it, whatever you believe in, you pray all through the day. Because the devil's going to try to knock you down every second he can. I got the worst luck anybody's ever seen in my life. All the time. It won't stop. It won't stop. It's always testing my faith and my faith and persistence. But if I take the time to see it, to believe and go get it, I will win the game of business. And that's what I've done all my life. There are no excuses with me. The only excuse is you. You didn't want to play. And that's your own problem today. Now, Kennedy's, Hilton's, Firestone's, Getty's, and Ford's being dropped off that pier, eating up a trash can really pissed me off. All right? Clean the chum bucket. Go over to the mansion. Tony's on the pier. Christy's horse needs to be cleaned away. Christy would tell that horse to dance. He would dance. I guess when you got all the money in the world, you can do whatever you want. But that's just how it works for the rich and famous. I don't think they respected what they had. But that's just my opinion, too. I've been a consultant for 49 years. I helped Mattel in the 70s, part of the 80s. There was a tax issue. I gave them, all I did is give my opinion when they hired me to, pick my brain. I gave them the solution. Toll Brothers, Disney, Cats, doesn't matter. I got to be hired by a bunch of attorneys. They paid me $25,000 a day, $3,000 an hour. Okay. The question was brought to me, how would you, protect assets when somebody's dead? I'm listening to these other experts going blah, 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 blah. Stop. I'm in a room with a bunch of idiots. This is what I feel. I go, this makes no sense. We know someone's going to die. We got a plan to die. That's what I told him. You see, didn't know it's the founder of Samsung. You heard of Samsung? See, people keep telling you Elon Musk is richest guy on the planet. That's not true. But again, what do we say? What do we do? Don't worry, I rhyme all the time too. That's just a gift God gave me. Okay. So he's $26 trillion, 2022, 2020. Okay, what happens? Well, the man passed away on October 25th, 2020. What happens? I told them to make his son a vice president of the corporation. So he doesn't inherit anything. He controls everything. I said like the Kennedys, the Gettys, and the Fords did. They didn't listen to me. $100 million art collection went to the country. $10.8 billion inheritance tax. Son lies. He gets indicted 5 years. So you better understand something. Not everybody listens to me. Nobody likes me, and everybody likes you. You got choices today. We could see it. We could believe it. Go get it. Today, you're going to walk through your house because I said so. You're going to take a picture of every room and all your goodies. Same thing in the office. See, a house has a deed of trust. A car has a pink slip. Now you're going to write down irrevocable trust. Write it down. Irrevocable trust. It's right there. Simple. Then you're going to write down UCC1. A UCC1 is the entitlement of ownership. We got a plan to die because somebody wants to steal our goodies. And that kind of sucks. My goodies are tied into an irrevocable trust. It controls everything. My son is the vice president of the empire. He's 12 years old. If I die 50 years from now, hopefully that long, he gets to control everything and be a puppet master. You don't pay any damn tax. Why would you leave anything to anybody? You're going to, mommy going to die, go to better place, daddy too. What do we got? Probate, probate, probate. We might as well walk around with the sign going, probate, we're stupid, we're stupid, we're stupid. $30 you could have irrevocable trust. No probate. You see, we have to plan to live, we got to plan to die. But it's your choice. I'm just going to tell you all the things God gave me. Because I studied it all. I had to master it all. Because everybody I talk to think is stupid. That CPA, he's an idiot. That attorney, he's just practicing law. He ain't got it right yet. I don't want to be a duck or a sheep. I don't want to be their guinea pig while they're practicing law, trying to get it right. Irrevocable trust. But again, what do? Today, you lose your job. To respect my wife, she doesn't like me saying one word, so I'm going to say it's an always good day. Lose my job. As a man, it feels like the world's coming against me. Next week, I don't have a new job. Always good. What am I going to do? 8 months later, The reason most of you have crappy credit, you've been dragging it around for 3 to 6 years. You've been hiring credit repair companies that have been indicted left and right, like the credit repair cloud. It goes off and on like a yo-yo. You never sealed your record, but that's up to you. There's only one way, and it's called rebuild your credit. And the only one authorized is a nonprofit, by the way. What do you think the Reynolds University is? It's a nonprofit, one of the oldest one out there. We're going to increase limits like I did with the client earlier today on my big screen TV in my office. Let's put it on the screen. Let's go this way, this way. I like increasing limits. It's kind of fun. But here's the thing with you. We have to analyze you. We have to get to know each other. You're stuck with me from beginning to end, by the way. I might be the founder of the organization, but I've helped 50 million people, and I know every one of their cases. Oh, here's 155 points in 90 days. That's what you get if you play with me. Here's 163 points in 90 days. That's what you get when you play with me. Here's 200 points in 90 days. You see, what happens in the system, this is a graph, this is your credit file. You've been playing the up and down show. Up and down, stop it. I mean, let's grow up. Let's man up, woman up. Let's knock off the garbage. Let's stop doing what you do because it sucks. All I know is I want to give you $100,000 in credit. Here's 2 cards. One's 50, one's 10. I'd rather have 10 of the 10, by the way, but that's just me. So if we have 100,000 in credit, this is how I wrote the rules of tools, winning the game of business, winning the game of life, simple. If the average person is in debt $29,000, that leaves me $71,000 of safety credit. So I can get through that old blankety blank month, year, whatever, or week. Because bad days don't last forever. Then when I understand these don't fluctuate, I could use these cards in the emergency day, week, month, or year. Because what happens is they don't fluctuate. The score never drops. You got stuck. Because you're playing amateur hour. You don't know what you're doing. You listen to a bunch of ding-dongs. You spend $50 every other day on crap. That's $700 a month, by the way. That's $700 a month. You can get to millionaire status in 90 days or less. Up to you. But again, we have choices. If your banks can bankrupt pieces, and you say you got an LLC, LLP, SC, corporate nonprofit, or PC, which is professional corp, we must understand. If I have 9 houses, and understand PEI in Utah, one of our companies, is the one that coached Dave Delgado, Carlton Sheets, and all the blah, 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 and Russ Dalby's, and all their BS crap, which I thought was crap years ago anyway, in my opinion. So what do we do? So the bottom line is back then, they kept saying, Ray, the world's not ready for a division process. Every credit application for cash credit has divisions on the application for cash credit for the last 18 years. You're not paying attention. But again, you have to learn to play the game. If I have 9 houses, I have 9 loans. If I have 9 houses, I have 9 liabilities. If I have 9 houses, I have 9 loans of liability. That means 18. We have to tell the truth. You need 18 divisions. That's how you play the game. This is a line of defense. You're going to build a corporate umbrella because I said so. I'm going to tell you what to do for the next 90 days. And I pray to God you pay attention and follow through. But it's up to you. Understand something. We're going to get $100,000 of credit to the corporation. That's one card. Then we're going to do it for every division. We're going to daisy chain, write down daisy chaining, because I invented that in 98. And we're going to have times 9 more. That's 1 million of credit off one card. 1 million. And it's simple. These don't fluctuate. On the dashboard alone, it'll ask you, would you like 99 more cards? 99, that could be $100 million. So they're going to help me show you what can be done if you choose to. One card times 10. These are Wells Fargo's 150s. This means their line of credit is called checkbook money. Write down checkbook money. The ability to put something in an escrow. You didn't pay attention. You've been driving by your opportunity your whole life. Corporation gets $100,000 in credit because I said so. Per division, times 10 more. That's $10 million in 36 months. You've been stealing from the family, kind of screwing it up. Stop it, please. Storage unit, Bob, my ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis. He was running the LA school board at the time. What did we do? I partnered up. I do not believe in being a partner with you ever, 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 ever. I will line up escrows. I will be part of the escrow, and you get to buy 25 to 50, 75% of that. That's the type of partner I'm talking about, coaching. You see, I want you to own a piece. This world is ran by auto income. Your income paying your bills every day, every week, every month, every year. So do not give money to someone to invest for you while they say they're billionaires and you're not a billionaire yourself. You're supposed to get paid before they get paid, which makes no sense. So I'm going blah, blah, blah. So we got $17,350 a month each. Corporation absorbs the money. No taxes due till we're profitable. We're going to get a paycheck. And you got all these people, all these opinions about paycheck. Blah, 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 blah. I've never seen someone stupid in my life. 87% of you haven't made it yet. You're barely getting by, or you're trying to get where you need to go, and you got some extra money too. And what do? That's about it. Your choice. You sit at the kitchen table. You're good people. Honey, we're going to jack up our credit cards with our friends and family here. We're going to jack them up, get stuck, can't get any more. We're going to hawk our house, bring the pain home to you and me, and we're going to be stupid. That's what you did. Why would you do that? Why would you take good credit and screw it up? Oh, you know any better, Ray? Knock it off. These don't fluctuate. These do. You jacked up the wrong card. No one's teaching you rules and tools because they don't understand it. All right? They take the little pieces in amateur hour. I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough. He was CRD, President Nixon's bodyguard, and he was basically security chief at TRW. I'm training him in the 80s, part of the 70s, late 70s as well. So we, the people, can never bring the pain home. We don't have to. You chose to. If you plan the problem, I invented something called daisy chaining. One card into 9 more. That equals 1 million of credit of one damn card. Let's get the platinum card. Let's get 2 million. Let's get the other 8 cards that I like, another 1 million each. You see, we can multiply. Look at it this way. You're a husband, you're a wife, you got kids, they have credit files too. All right, grandkids, whatever, grandma, grandpa, everyone's got a credit file. So is every division, it's a legal person. We have the ability to take my dashboard since 1987. I set it up in 87 when I'm training in Yarborough to instantly give me Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, credit reports under tax ID. The dashboard says between SSN or SS4 which one I want it to be. On the behalf of an entity or corporation or person. This is simple. It's what it does. An instant credit file now, because you've been guessing when you started yours. You screwed up for a year and a half trying to figure it out. But again, what do we do? 1987. If you allow me to add you to my dashboard, I can add you to a card that's live, now, if we have an agreement. This means when I line you up correctly, I'm going to pop a card off my history and dashboard. It's going to ask for authorized user or separate billing. I never pick authorized user. It's always separate billing. I want you to have your own account. That's how we play. The IRS, they're in charge. You fill out an SS5 form for your SSN, connect to your 1040 tax return. The IRS, SS4, right in front of you. Listen to what it says and read it. Legal name of entity. Always write down entity. An entity is a person, corporation, or division process, or an individual person. It's right there. It's a universal form. That's the way it was designed, period. But again, it's going to be up to you. If we play my dashboard, you know what it does? Social Security number is optional. Optional. I don't want it there until I get a card here and I get 9 more cards over here and maintain 3 to 5 payments and daisy chain. Then you know what out of it? Then I'm going to get a tax ID. Then I set up a separate report. And I basically double the credit because that's half the fun. Again, how many divisions do you need? Depends on your project. If your project is a storage unit, a laundromat, a dry cleaners, a Wendy's restaurant, a Jack in the Box, okay, something like this, that's fine, or a fourplex or apartment complex. Divisions are based on how you separate liability. You walk into the car dealership, they have new car, used car. They have basically used parts, new parts. They've already dissected the dealership, if you don't know this, for liability standards. So 9 should be 18, 18 should be 36, 36 should be 72. This is in my books 40 years ago. 40 years ago is very simple, okay? All right, a corporation with a division, subdivisions, 3, 2, and 1 more. This 16 entities, all right, raised up to 16 million of corporate credit. Why would you ever use your money to finance a business? I don't understand you. Why? Your lack of knowledge is your stupidity. You're not stupid, but you did stupid. We all do. So what do? We win the game of business. There's only 10 applications I like. The rest I think are crap. Crap. But that's 100,000 of you personal credit. Then the corporation gets 1 million. And they also get 1 per every division. That's the goal. And write it off on your taxes. Winning the game of business, my first series that I put out there. I was 16 years old, people. Are you paying attention? I had a beard at 12. I went to college, started that at 14 and a half. High school would have been a waste of my damn time. You can't drive a Lamborghini to high school. Are you a trust fund baby? You see, it's like when I went to West Coast College. Those 2 kids that I lived with to the house, 1074 Reading Avenue, they hated me. I'm going across the street to West Coast College, and they're going to Costa Mesa High School. We used to be a Marine base anyway. They hate you. All right? They always hate the game and the player. 2 for you, 2 for the corporation. When you go on an American Express dashboard, it asks, would you like 99 more? That's called stupid, in my opinion. American Express is being stupid. I could turn that to $100 million. A pack of 10. If I get 1 card for you, and I ask for 9 more, in less than 4 months, that turns into $1 million. What would you do with $1 million today? If I hand you $1 million in cash right now, what would you do with it? See, your problem, the first thing, I want to buy a house, car. Shut up. Stop screwing up. Quit pissing away money. Reference 3 times 5. That's what you need to do. That's what I explained to Warren Buffett having a root beer float years ago. And all the rich and famous people for 49 years. Reference 3 times 5. That $1 million turns into 15 million. We use borrow money to grow a business that offsets the taxes as we play the game to win. Daisy chaining of credit makes sense to me. I like the daisy chain credit because what does it do for me? I get to play the game to win. If something screws up, it's a division. I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not my corporate, my family. You've been sacrificing you and your family your whole life. Stop it. But that's up to you. That pack of 10. If I get you 3, I'm going to take 1 card, turn it into 3 more. That'll be about 400,000. If I give you 6, that's 1 card to 6 more. That's 700,000. If I get you 10, 1 card to 9 more, there's $1 million. I'm the only one who can offer this to you. And if you want it tonight, you do it now, Zell, or call the office right away. And if you don't, you blew it. It's that simple. I'm going to give you 3 cards, daisy chain of $400,000. $29.99, 6 cards, 10 cards. But it's an opportunity. Why would you need a phone call with me? It's simple. We'll talk about anything you want, or I'll take John and say, no, we're not using your house and this and that and everything else here. Or we take Tawan and we say, hey, let's go increase those limits on the cards. Let's log into the system together. So I give a call away for $399. It's normally $500 at the office, and I'm $3,000 an hour and $25,000 a day for the last 45 years. You need a call with me. But again, that's a commitment from you. Your goal is simple. I got basically one left anyway today. I already sold the other two. Pay tax. Pay tax. Or drive a Lamborghini. Drive a what? Now let's look at this. All right? This is when the auditor tried to give me a bunch of crap. Well, you're going to write off so much of the car, like these ding-dongs on social media. Well, that's okay. I said, sir, under the auditor, the code says, as long as as a marketing tool, when I write it home, it's a write-off. It's called advertising. It's like I faces you with the Indy 500. The doors say the Reynolds University. So does the windshield. So does the backside. So does the license plate. When I have an old blankety-blank day, I just turn on the keys. You go, boom, boom, boom. Makes me feel better. It's kind of like motivation. It's meditation, too. All I can do is tell you the truth. It'll set you free. But I went to the auditor and said, sorry, sir, at the end of the day, we're talking back and forth, you got a problem. What's the problem? The car belongs to a division of a corporation. It's not even my car. Why didn't you check the pink slip in the registration, sir? I'm an employee. Ha! Idiot. The head of the auditing. I don't drive a Lamborghini. Why do you? I'm a smart SOB and you're an idiot, is what I told him. He didn't like that. Oh, well, it's just the truth. Or pay tax to buy a Lamborghini. Elon Musk says pay tax to buy a spaceship. Buy a spaceship. Hey, if you got all the money, you offset the taxes, you got to invest it somewhere. You might as well go to the moon or Mars. What do you think? Or have a nonprofit. See, we got three choices. Buy a Lamborghini, offset tax, buy a spaceship, or have nonprofit. I think nonprofit is even more fun, but that's just me. I started Helping Hand Industries when I was 9.5 years old. It cost me $10. The NACB certified me as the #1 consultant worldwide. Whoopie-doo. I created the 29% rule. Every card you have fluctuates. All of them do, but two. If we know we can't go past 29%, it's 10 to 25%, period. That means it doesn't fluctuate. Your score never drops. That's why all your dashboards say below 30, because of me. So you can balance your debt, by the way, if you want to. What is the goal? Never bring the pain home. I didn't have a home as a kid. All right, even Joanne, when I lived with her off and on. You don't feel like you belong. No, I don't belong here. Why am I here anyway? Being used and abused, and you're never there anyway? What the hell is this going on with this? With this hope crap? See, the bottom line is, if you don't feel like you belong, what do? My friend was the library, it's books. So what I want to do is my next venture with all of you and your kids. I want to set up your kids' credit files for them for free. I want to get them a credit card. I want to teach them the rules and tools that you didn't know in the first place, and most of you screwed up. On social media, you got these three of them right now going, you need a Capital One secured card. Bunch of idiots. I get stupid. If you got a secure Capital One, that's an inquiry. That brought your score down, not up. That's called stupid. My dashboard will get you a card instantly off one of my cards anyway. If you don't want me to do it, always write down Open Sky. Open Sky has no inquiry. Why don't these ding-dongs tell that? $200 in the card, spend $25. But again, they have half blankety bank information. I would love to have you download this for free or go to Amazon and get a copy for $10. But again, this is to start their credit file and get them their first credit card. If you need to call the office, there's the office phone number. If we take the generation next in high school and college and start their files, give them rules and tools, they're not going to screw up like you did. They're not going to play the up and down show. 800-254-9506. What do? Write it down. All cards fluctuate but two. They all fluctuate but two. 18 years ago, everybody complained about the American Express Gold and Platinum cards. Okay, it's not about how you use them and the points and crap. 10,000 points equals $60. Who cares? That's not the point in the beginning. The beginning there are my old blankety blank cards. I have a bad day, bad week, back a year. Why? They don't fluctuate. They're paid over time limit up to 100,000 and what? They're limited to up to $1 million. So if we want our score never to drop, you're going to have the right card to jack up. Make sense? Credit repair. Maybe they can help you, maybe they don't. I don't know. All I know is we get 10 calls a day complaining about this person or that person on social media. What can you say? Federal Trade says it's against the law. The Federal Trade, FTC, says it's against the law to collect money up front unless you're a nonprofit. And they indicted the credit repair cloud. Daniel had to pay $3 million, probably go to prison. But again, what do? Why don't you download the book they're all using anyway called Winning the Credit Game? I wrote it 40 years ago. It's letters to the creditors and the credit bureaus for you right there. It's been a free download for almost ever. If you want to buy a copy, hard copy on Amazon, it's $10. There you go. Winning the Credit Game. From here, you're going to need a copy of Debt Crisis Intervention. Why? Because you need a copy of the Fair Debt Collections Practices Act. Not the people on social media. This is how you take the call. Yeah, stop. Give them rules and tools. Give them the facts. I don't understand. But you can take a picture and scan it. That's how it works. You might want to visit Ray's library on Amazon. It'll change your life. But again, it's going to be up to you. You take a picture, you scan all day long. So there you go. See, I want to help you and give you the rules and tools you've been lacking all along. 750 analyzation, okay. Here we have Credit Karma indicted 6 times. All right, to me, they're a fraud. They have no phone number to help you. They don't have a Spearing.com, which the banks use every day. Analytical has all 3. If I go get you a Chase personal or business card off my dashboard, there's no interest up to 22 months. I want to make sure I get a Spearing, and I need to look at it and size it up. Analytical is going to fire Credit Karma for you. They're going to onboard you. They're going to analyze you the first time free and charge you $25 a month. That's it. Then they're going to help you with Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, charge you an Equifax. Business reports. So I would highly recommend taking a picture today, scan it, and get signed up right away, but it's going to be up to you. Repackaging America was my company. Incorporating You. Only in America I gave to Don King for his movie and book years ago. I'm also known as the Incorporated for Rich and Famous. It's kind of fun. But again, here's chapter 18. Pay attention, please. Chapter 18 says a corporation's a legal person. I didn't write it, but I knew part of this was wrong. I'm 7.5 years old when I hear that at a poker game at Mrs. Hope's house. I ride my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department. Next door is a library. Ma'am, what does this mean? She walked away. She was rude. I guess when you're 7.5 years old, act like you're 20, 30 years old. With your brain, they walk away because they're rude. She came back later and said, here's a mock face, here's a buck. I was looking for a blueprint. It didn't exist. I had to create my own. May sue or be sued. Your corporation sued today, they're going to sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. You think it protects you, it does not. What are you going to do, go peekaboo? So let's understand something flat out. On Secretary of State's website, your name's right there. You're on the bank account. You're the duck and sheep. Now, the bottom here, I need you to always remember, Business Professional Code 17983. Not required to file a fictitious business name. Remember that, not required. I was 9.5 when I sent $10 away to Secretary of State of California. $10. That same corporation today is $30. You see, when you pay thousands for a corporation, an attorney service, or an attorney CPA, you got ripped off. You didn't learn diddly squat. They're free in all 50 states. A brand new nonprofit today in California is $30. $100 for any profit corp. So if you want to play, I'm going to help you almost every day, 6 days a week. Helping Hand, I was 9.5. I got $100,000 of credit in the mail. Mrs. Hope said I was a crook. She called Ted Turner, and I had to explain to him there's 26 ways you use an SS4. I had to explain it to him because I thought he's a ding-dong. This is Ted Turner, Turner Broadcast, billionaire company, and he don't know diddly squat, blah, 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 blah. I started the Orange County Blind Center. I got named in the movie Dave, by the way. I used the word Braille. It belonged to the Braille Institution. I got in trouble for that too. Never bring the pain home. You see, life is when you learn life by doing life. Any ding dong can do that, the time to get the piece of paper. Learning how to play the game, that's the ultimate goal as we play this game to win. Now, Ken Yarborough had a problem with me. All right, when we did file segregation, that book, he goes, your divisions take too long. That's not true. A division or corporate you can file now, and I can build credit right away, adding my dashboard. But again, what do we do? So the bottom line for me is, why didn't you do a division? See, well, the problem is this. When you sign for the car, the lease of the building, you signed your name. You signed for the credit card. Yes, you got people on social media saying you can bankrupt it. I believe that's the intent to do fraud. RICO, racketeering, wire fraud, or something. I think it's wrong to say you can just bankrupt and get another one. But that's just me. If you had a division of me, you could guarantee everything. You could play the game to win. That's the goal. So your corporation's allowed 4 things, in my opinion. That's all it is, my opinion. If you do more, that's up to you. First of all, the corporation shouldn't be named after you. Shouldn't be basically named what it does, and should never do business. Your cities and states play this game in front of you, so do grocery stores and banks. They bankrupt, no, not the parent company, the pieces, branch numbers. To buffer tax, no tax is due to your profitable. The corporate credit's all a write-off anyway, interest rate and credit card. The car is fleet price, and you get the free buffet at the hotel. See, your corporation should never do business. It should be a management company. Your divisions are your line of defense. See, this problem, you're going to take a picture. I told you to write it down, so you're never going to memorize it. You're not recording the information. You're taking a picture. Your camera's smarter than you are. You're like some of these other countries that steal our shit. Click, click, click. Let's steal everything you do because we don't have a brain at all. That's just my opinion. So what do? How about a wholesale price? How about multiple credit reports? How about separate liability? You see, in real estate, you have tenants. Someone's going to slip and fall and sue you and screw you up. Your line of defense protects your assets. You never bring the pain home. That would be the goal. My investment group's about $10 billion this next year, and they're going to go worldwide and have some more fun. I want to sign, ring the bell at the stock exchange for the fun of it. Why not? You got 3 choices here. You do, I do, we do. You do all the work, I'll hold you and guide you. I'll coach you every step of the way. We do it, I'm an CFO for you, one of them. I'm your attorney in fact, which means you gave power of attorney so I can talk to your bank with you. Simple. And also the other thing is, maybe you're not an entrepreneur. I don't think everybody is. I think people who try, that's good. But again, how about if I just do all the work for you and I get you $5,000 a month auto income and I knock off all the garbage for you? See, here's $10 million put aside, even certified by the attorneys. Fun stuff. When we send this to a basically broker and we size up a opportunity, the car wash, no problem, like here, the laundromat, the Wendy's restaurant, okay, the Jack in the Box, storage units, all the other pieces, what do? When we send this and certify and show them we've already allocated, we get top of the list. So we show them exactly what needs to be done. By the way, that helps you. And what do you get to do? You get to play. Here's me. 2 buildings, 2 cars, 21 car collection, 2.2 billion of real estate having fun. That represents 1,013 divisions. My professor was right years ago. He says, Ray, you're paranoid. Heck yes, always. Someone's going to take my goodies. No, thank you. 1,013 divisions. Boring and steady has always been me. Boring and steady. You see, today, I want you to get out that cell phone right away. I want you to remember when you drove by the Wendy's restaurant the other day, it's on the right-hand side. And the Jack Buck's on the left-hand side, and what did you do? You drove by, that was it. You thought about being hungry. Why didn't you look in the mirror and the visor in your car and say, why don't I own that? Why don't I own that? Your problem is, oh, it's too expensive. Excuse me. Never, never say something's too expensive. Find a way. What do? Take your picture. This is your goal. You're going to print this in color and laminate it. You're going to put on your refrigerator, your desk at work, your screensaver, computer, and phone. There's what you're going to go after. You and I are going to partner together in a location. You can own 25, 50 to 75% of something, maybe a Wendy's, a fourplex or storage unit. You got to own it. You get auto income. Not giving other people money to piss away and act like they're rich off your money. That's ridiculous. Most of those turn into a Ponzi. They'll get on American greed. So what do? We get to play. Remember, all right, if you wanted a Wendy's, storage unit, a fourplex, or apartment complex, you need divisions, subdivisions. What do? If we were to partner up, and away, I got to coach you every 3 weeks. I'm going to tell you what to do every 3 weeks, and you're not going to think you're just going to do. You ask all your questions too. That's no problem. What is our goal? Is to get you 200,000 of credit, a blueprint call, 12 months of coaching with me. It's simple. Usually that's about $27,000, by the way. 10,000 of credit is usually 10. The goal is to give you all kinds of goodies. If it was done today, it's $19,999, 20 grand. But again, you've pissed away thousands and thousands, probably 50 to 100,000 already. Why don't you get stuck with me for a while? I'll guarantee it. I carry $2 million bond too. You don't want to get to 20,000, you do the 10. You put something down now, so you can say tomorrow and pay the balance or work it out with the specialist. When you do nothing, that's what happens, is nothing. I got to get you ready to get into an escrow. Is that okay, an escrow? So understand, I got only 2 left anyway. See, I can only help 40 people at a time because I broadcast every day, 6 days a week, and I coach 3 a day. There's how we play. Now listen very carefully. If your corporation is new or you have one and you're not trading, or that means transactions of 30 a month plus, and you have up to 100,000 a month in and out, okay. When you partner with me, I do. I can show them accounts who hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars all the time. We partner up and we go into my accounts for you because we're going to have a division of your corp into my corp. We're going to connect the dots. We're not going to have any excuse when we partner up and away. There's your Zelle. Take a picture, please. And if you want, it's a Zelle now. That's how I've always said it, the way to do it. You need to call the office. It's simple. It's 800-254-9506. See, our goal is like this. A corporation's a legal person, public record, not here to be safe an attorney. Take a picture. Articles are free in all 50 states. I've been giving corporations for free for 49 years. You pay your 30 or 100 bucks. That's it. Specialty classes and rotation. Saturday it's tax balancing. If you want me to invite you to classes, certain things, to text you or email you, take a picture and scan and say yes. If you're not, I'm not allowed to as much as I want to. But again, that's going to be up to you. If you need an office to actually build credit, let me do it for you. I lease 12 feet at a time. So that way it's not considered shared office space. You can call 800-254-9506 or talk to Julia. She'll help you as well. So what is our goal? How many divisions do I need? Well, understand, if I want 9 lines of credit, I'll need 9. If I want 9 Wendy's, 9 storage units, 9 houses, I'll need 9 of those. So again, that's 18. 18 is the magic number as you build it up and away. But again, all right, 36 to 72. Depends how big the apartment complex might be, but it's up to you. Subdivisions as well. My problem I had back in the late 80s is they're shrinking my limits. It scared me a lot. So I get you the cards, 99 more. A pack of 10. Maybe you want to budget a pack of 3, pack of 6. If you allow me to daisy chain it for you. But that is $3,000, literally. And that's 300,000 to 400,000 of credit. 600,000, $1 million. Again, this is how we play the game to win. Call with me. I want to increase your limits right away if you allow me to. We'll log in together. We'll use my history as well. We'll play the game. Manageable debt offsets taxes. 100,000 of personal, $1 million of corporation, auto income. We're going to leverage money. Reference 3 times 5. We're going to play. We're going to take that corporate credit, and we're going to finance the American dream. C, debt offsets taxes. fourplex apartment complex, a Wendy's, a Jack in the Box, simple, a McDonald's. You should have did this a long time ago. You've been using the wrong money, and you've been jacking up, getting stuck. That kind of sucks. But again, what did I do when I had them shrinking my limits? All I knew was a library, C191D. I could loan out money, and I put it in my book called Buckets of Money. I loaned out $4.6 million. I got $190,000 a month, and I did what? I created a form called assignment of mortgage. The notes were $1.1 billion. I learned something with Russ Dalby when he had the notebook and the website and the all the info commercials that I was the #1 anyway and all these things. So I looked at notes. Let's do it my way. Let's do it and tie it into an assignment of mortgage. That became $190,000 a month in 1989. You want to play yet? Let me know. You'll need Dun & Bradstreet for your corporation, by the way. What do? Linda. Linda's like everybody. Linda's great. She's smart. Linda comes to Eagle's Nest. It's a meeting I had years ago in 1986. Went worldwide, all the nonprofits, no problem. Linda spent $1,999. It cost her $26 a month. So you finance the dream. I rebuilt her credit with her husband's credit, 142 days. American Express, all right, blue, she was gold and platinum. 100,000 of personal credit, 185 days. Corporation credit, $500,000, 365 days. What do we do next? Linda wants to take her next project, which is the Hyatt Hotel in Texas, and convert it to the Blueprint Apartments and name it after me. I got her $240,000. They want $200,000 down. I said, would you like 3 people at $50,000 plus you? That means 4 people in that project. See, that's how it works. Everybody wins. No, I got this one right. That's what she said. So it took her 1 year, 210 days to get to $344,000 a month, $6.4 million. What do we do? See, there's no excuse why you can't get into a program with me. All right, your excuse is A, you don't want to, or B, all right, you're just, I don't understand. I'm offering you the dream, and we'll work out whatever payment you need to work. You make a commitment, I'll follow you, you follow me. Take your picture. Then they will tell you I made her a millionaire 5 times. I believe it's 8. But again, this is a $27 million project now. It's the Blueprint Apartments. So if we buy an apartment complex, now that's fine. All these people out there, let's invest in this and DSR loans and this. Stop. Stop. If I get an apartment complex, we're going to buy it through a division. We're going to do subdivisions for the tenants because we're going to help convert them to own their unit. We're going to convert them and understand what's called assignment of mortgage, the form I created in 1988. That's $126,000 a month, by the way. If I want the apartment complex, it's seller finance. I want $3 million. Okay, 10% down. So what do we get? We get a positive cash flow minus the debt of $13,452. See, I put 6 people in this. How much do we get at the end of the month? Stop. I'm not done. I'm never done. I always want to look at it differently than most people do. I want to split deed each one. I want to do assignment of mortgage. If I do that, guess what happens? They can't sue me. I can sue them if they don't pay. I'm going to have a first and a second trust deed. I'm going to homestead block them. I'm going to have UCC Machado mortgage turned into notes. That became $76,800 a month, divided by 6. Is that good? Would you like a piece? Again, there's some pieces from Wendy's, storage unit, laundromats, car washes, apartment complex. It's up to you. Again, what do? Divisions. My dashboard allows me to set up a division, instant credit report experience on June Equifax since 1986 and 87, okay? When I'm training Yellow Bureau. As long as I put $2,000 of history, I got it made. I don't need tax ID till after a daisy chain the credit. So here you got 3, 9, or 12. It's simple. With or without credit, take your picture. Okay, if you did it tonight, 9 divisions with tax IDs when we need them, and we help you every step of the way. They're giveaways, like $99 each. It's a giveaway. But again, here is 9, 18, 36, 72. And yes, earlier you emailed me and I said yes. So if you wanted 3, figure out $100 each. There you go. See, There's no excuse to where you get started. You just got to get started. But again, if you Zelle, you say 10%. If not, you call the office. Now, you're going to need more subdivisions than main divisions. Because in an apartment complex, they're going to have subdivisions for every tenant. 100 of them tonight is $4,000. It's a giveaway. Do you want to be a millionaire? Please say no. Do you want to be a millionaire corporation? Please say yes. You see, that's 9 divisions and 9 lines of credit. That's what makes sense. That creates up to $1 million, by the way, $100,000 a month. Now, today you won the lottery. Oh, goody, you won, yay! Tell everybody and all your friends and family. People you've never heard before, they're going to call, hey, can you help me out some more? This world is full of lazy people everywhere. The answer is no, it's all in a trust. I can't touch anything. I'll loan you $50. Here's my argument with CPAs and attorneys for years. Because when you win the lottery, you're going to do what I ask you to or tell you to do. You will have a division in your name under the corporation. I don't have a personal bank account. I haven't had one for 40 years. Why would I want one of those? I haven't had a paycheck for 40 years. So what do? You write me a check. It goes into a corporation's tax ID division. All right, never me because I don't have an account. If I put it in my account, I got to pay tax on the interest it gains. If I do this my way, and I sit down with the banker, I'm going to say I'd like to borrow against that money. Reference 3 times 5. That $1 million, even for 2 clients, turned into $15 million. If I use borrow money to grow a business, I never pay tax. Taxes are offset by debt. Debt offsets taxes. You might want to play with me just a little bit more too. Up to you. $100,000 tonight? I'm giving away for $5,000 if you did it right away. If you don't, pay the $10,000. It's up to you. If you want $200,000 of credit tonight, it's very simple. It's $7,000. Zelle saves you 10%. Or you Zelle now. You call the office at 800-254-9506. See, I'm online 6 days a week. You're stuck with me every step of the way. It's nice to watch a bunch of my clients out there going blah, 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 too. But the thing that bothers me about that credit repair is still a fraud. Federal Trade Commission says so. But again, what can I say? Then these people going, Rich, how rich are you? I've never seen so much stupid in my life. They're puppet masters. Why don't they tell the truth? They're confusing everybody. If they were personally rich, they'd have to pay tax. The IRS is listening. Several have been in prison. Some have been indicted. I think they should shut up. What do you think? I don't want you to ever be rich. I want you to be a puppet master controlling a rich corporation. I want to repackage it like Humpty Dumpty. I want you to focus. This guy said he lost his job. Okay. Come to my office. I'll put you on the phone and put you to work. But the problem we have, this guy is making $210 a day, having this sign in his hands. If he lost his job, got 2 kids to feed, the church would give him food. From there, you drive Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, or you have a garage sale like I did. But again, he's lying. He's wearing his jammies. Why would he want a job? He makes $210 a day, acting like he has no money. This is ridiculous. But again, what do? I came out of the coma in 2011. What am I going to do? My wife and kids are in the car. We're homeless. We found out my home was stolen, all the pieces. 3 divisions of me, 5 closet divisions, built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks above my wife for an extreme house. Happy wife, happy life. Very simple. You buy the house, she turns her home, you leave her alone, she leaves you alone, go kill it some more too. You might want to visit my library, Amazon. You might want to take a picture and scan that. Why? Because you can get all kinds of good books that will actually help you every step of the way. You see, books with theory is okay. You need to read this one. I don't need theory. I need to know how to do something. All right, I feel stupid when I do something new. Tell me step by step by step. It's a Rector set. It's a Lego game. I want to put step by step by step. I want to know what to do, and I want to basically be told what to do because I don't want to guess. It's what most of you have been doing all your life. So again, I'd tell you to go to the Amazon store. But again, if you like me, take a picture, write a Google review, please. If you don't like me, please leave me alone. Luckily, they changed the law about these people that put people down. I have 2 being disbarred this year because I don't like the fact that you have corporates for free. They charge $5,000. And I have 13 turds who are getting in my way. I have to sue every one of them. See, I'll help the devil if he shows up today. If you screw up my program by jacking up credit and basically dropping your score and from there and applying and screwing everything up, I'm going to charge you a fee to reload your case. If you don't pay it, I'm going to close it. That's just the truth. Today, you could have brought 5 to 10 people here. You could have made $1,000 and register them right there. The HubSpot will register any person you ever put into that HubSpot. Would you like a Zelle, or you like a check, or store credit? You see, you can make money because it's always good, always good. My signature since I was a little boy. Thank you, Jesus, for another day. To be a puppet master, I don't want to be rich ever. I don't ever want to be rich. I'm already rich. God, my beautiful wife, and my 6 kids, my grandkids. That's rich. I never had a family as a kid. All right, my wife gave me a Christmas and a birthday. Never had one. Now I feel guilty when she buys me anything. I hate that feeling. But I got to bite my tongue. Understand she does it with love. I never had that as a kid. What is a father's hug and mother's hug and kiss? I have no idea. So if you got that, you better cherish it every step of the way. We're going to play. You do, we do, I do. We're going to show them and go get the goodie. You want to be part of it? Let me know. We play 1,013 divisions. What do we do? Boring and steady. I asked you to take a picture of it today if you did not do it now. Your focus should be the Wendy's, the storage unit, the laundromat, the piece. You get to own a piece in the division. It owns it. You get auto income forever. Your children will take over your empire 50 years from now when you're dead. I'm going to show you how to do that too. But again, I believe you should own a piece and you write a check to the escrow from the line of credit I help you build. I don't want your money ever in an escrow. People who do that, they becomes a Ponzi. They're going around, they're rich, look at my bank account, look at all my money. It's not his money, it's the investor's money. They should get paid first, he should get paid afterwards, and the investor's not acting like the rich. I don't get it. I took $60 million divided by 14,000 people. You gave him $4,500. That's not even pocket change. Don't brag. It's ridiculous. Would you like to be one of the owners of the car wash ran by a management company? Would you like some money? How about another one? Another one. Wouldn't that be fun? How about a Burger King? We buy ugly too. Why? Why not? Ugly makes money. I like ugly, don't you? If it makes money, what do you care? I have to blueprint you. We gotta get to know each other. Don't worry, I won't forget your case. It's kind of fun. So past, present, and future. Good, bad, ugly. This means very simple today. Did you screw American Express or Chase? Do you have a bankruptcy or tax lien? Did you seal your bankruptcy? Or does it keep coming in your credit file? Family, corporations, 18 divisions, irrevocable trust, car, house, auto income, and cash flow for you per time. A blueprint call with me for husband and wife for 2 of you, all right, usually it's $1,999. If you did it on the webinar now, it's $999. But if you don't do it now, then pay the $19.99 later, today or tomorrow. Simple. I like simple. If you Zelle, you save 10%, but it's up to you again. If you partner with me, it becomes free. The form I got to create. No, I didn't create the form. I was told I could find a form, modify one, or create a form, and I modified a form that said husband, wife, and partner. 17,983 in chapter 18 was wrong. Not required. Guess what? I didn't want to pay $1.2 million on all those corporations and franchise tax fees. Division process was born. 4A is you. 4 is one of my corporations and more. Then we have a B and a C. We're going to share a piece. Would you like 25, 50, or 75? What a piece would you like of a Wendy's, a Jack in a Box, a storage unit to get some auto income? I know people want to call it passive income. I don't care. I just called it auto income because that's all I knew. I created it as I went along. 1987. So if you partner with me and you want 200,000 in credit, it's usually 27,000. Tonight it is 20 grand, simple. You and your partner should partner with me and you do half and half, but it's up to you. What do you do if you don't want all the goodies? Let's get your butt in an escrow through your division. 10,000, I coach you every step of the way. I got only 2 left anyway. There was 1 or 2 left. That's it. What do? We use my bank account so you don't have the information, or you're not trading enough money in and out. 30 transactions, if not more. But it's up to you. See, that would be a Zelle, or call the office right away. And you'd Zelle the deposit, say, I'm going to pay you this next week or 2. Work it out. When you make no commitment, that's what happens. It's nothing. It's a Zelle, now. 800-254-9506. So the Reynolds University I'm standing in today, it's a nonprofit organization. We want to help educate people every step of the way. So if you want us to coach your current business 3, 6 months, or 12 months, we can do that too. We'll customize it for you. But again, what do? I want you to think, if you have the American Express Platinum business, if not, I'll get it for you. The dashboard's going to ask you, would you like 99 more cards? The next thing it's going to ask, would you like a blueprint loan? As one of the employees years ago said, they named it after me. Who knows? Nowadays, everybody uses my blueprint. Everybody talks about this, blah, blah, blah. Don't own anything. I'm the godfather of credit. You think they learned it from? Half of them are my clients anyway. So what do? Well, David got 240. Carrie got 210. Why don't we use that blueprint loan to get into a franchise? This is why it works. 250. They're going to let you turn it into installment loans. Would you like one for 6 months, 18 months, 24 months? You get to control this and become the bank. But again, they want you to have $100,000 a month in and out of your bank account. They want to see 30 transactions plus. I can show them millions, and I can show them basically 3,016 transactions last month alone. But usually I charge $5,000 to set it up. A division of your corp into my corp. That's why we use B of A. Simple. When we apply for things and do these things, we use my accounts for you if you don't have the transactions. If you do, we just guide you how you do it. Like John earlier today, I'm helping him do this. But he wants another one on top of this for me doing it for him too. Okay, get 2 of them. Tonight, only tonight in the next 15 minutes, if you Zelle $19.99, you're going to get a blueprint loan lined up for you. But keep in mind, it's normally $5,000 at the office. So if you want to save 3, it's a Zelle now. If you want to fast track, I'm going to take you as one of my CFOs to the corporation and pop another card over this way. I want 2 blueprint loans. But again, that's up to you. And then when I log into my accounts, no problem at all. That fast track one is $29.99 if it's Zelle tonight too. If not, they're each $5,000 each. The goal today is for you to quit looking behind the curtain and listening to their answers. See, no doesn't mean no. Look behind and charge through the curtain. All I knew is they didn't know how to do it, so I had to figure it out myself. Today, stay safe, stay strong, do your best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. The ultimate goal is for all of us to understand how to play the game to win. So I hope tonight you learn a couple things or 2. I hope you make a decision and allow me to change your life. We have the ability to listen and learn and follow through. So at the end of the day, if you do nothing, that's what's going to happen. I'd tell you to call 800-254-9506 now, right away. The ultimate goal is we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.